Hey, hey, hey. All right, so trying something slightly different. I'm going to do rather than just record the video, edit the video, post the video to multiple platforms, blah, 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 blah. Just gonna throw out a fucking live stream. Sorry, not supposed to curse in the first, whatever, 45 seconds or something, or you'll get dinged. But I'm probably going to get dinged anyways. So, what am I doing this stream about? Something about comic book movies and characters? Well, it's a very simple explanation. Yeah, see? Simple. Um, so a lot of people have been kind of shitty in the media both ways, right? Like Martin Scorsese said something basically along the lines of comic book movies aren't cinema or they're not film, something along those lines. Basically being kind of a snob. Of course, we're talking about arguably the greatest filmmaker alive. Definitely top 5 in most people's lists. Anyone that doesn't have him on the top 10 list is just being an asshole. Uh, one of the great filmmakers, basically saying that Marvel movies are like roller coasters, as opposed to uh, a Samuel Beckett play. And he's right. Now, if he were to say people shouldn't watch them, they suck, well, that's just being an asshole, and he's wrong. But if he's going to say, oh, they're not serious film, well, damn right they're not. And that's not what they're for. I consider professional wrestling on par with a satyr play that they would have during Greek trilogies. It's theater. It's every bit as it's every bit as much theater as, Waiting for Godot. It's hell. It's every bit as much theater as Cats or American musicals. Anything Rodgers and Hammerstein did is no more highbrow than what Hulk Hogan did in WrestleMania 3. It's just theater. It's entertainment. Now, is it highbrow? Is it lowbrow? Is it, whatever it is? You know, hell, melodrama gets shit on, but it's still soap operas. Well, Quentin Tarantino had said that the actors in Marvel films aren't actors, they're characters. And Chris Evans agreed. And he agreed in a very kind, balanced way that I gotta say, good on Chris. As long as he's not discussing politics, he seems like a level headed guy. Sam Jackson, not the most level headed. He vehemently denies, disagrees, and seemed a little offended. So, let me just get right to it. All right. In a superhero franchise such as the MCU, or to a much lesser degree, DC, DCU, DC, whatever, DCEU, fuck if I know what they call it, right? Do they qualify as real cinema or not? As I said, yes. every bit as much as melodrama or, people shit on Adam Sandler movies, right? You walk into an Adam Sandler movie knowing what you're going to get, and he gives you what you're expecting. If you've never seen an Adam Sandler movie and you walk in and go, wow, that's awful. Okay, probably shouldn't watch any of the others. But you walk into an Adam Sandler movie and you're like, you know what? I love Billy Madison. I love Don't Mess with the Zohan. Blended, which I personally enjoy greatly. You know, you walk in to see The Ridiculous Six, and people are like, oh, don't you know that sucks? Well, I know it's silly and fun, a little bit irreverent, but nothing over the top. Yeah, I know what I'm walking into. You know, I love the chili at the Waffle House. Now, I'm a chili connoisseur. I make the world's best chili. Not arguably, it really is just the world's best chili. If you haven't had my chili, then you can't argue. If you have had my chili, then you know it's the world's best. I even made vegan chili once and it was edible. But as I was saying, uh, I like it because it's what I fucking want. Um, yes, Nubs, it has been a while since I've been on. And yeah, Ridiculous Six was stupid. It was exactly what it was supposed to be. You walk in and go, oh, and you walk out with a smile. So yeah. But Quentin Tarantino made a statement that Chris Evans agreed with. The characters of superhero films are the main stars, not the actors portraying them. You go to see Captain America, not Chris Evans. Okay? Now, you go to a Quentin Tarantino movie to see Quentin's story. It's the story and the performances that he gets out of the actors. Yeah. And that's not a bad thing. It's not more impressive than, what Martin Scorsese does, where he weaves this intricate tale. No, it's, you know, you get what you're wanting. I love Quentin Tarantino. Love his movies. Personally, Jackie Brown, I think, is his best film, quality wise. Enjoyment wise, it's going to be either Pulp Fiction or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Those are just fantastically enjoyable films, more so than the others, and they're all enjoyable. My favorite is going to be Reservoir Dogs, hands down, my favorite. But I think the best quality is Jackie Brown, which is the least liked. Funny. But yeah, basically, you don't have to act. You put on the costume, you say the lines, you look good, right? There's not a lot of in-depth emotion or challenging stuff. It is a lot of surface level, you know, and that's good. That's great, you know. Yeah, Captain America has a very emotional story as far as comic book movies go. Yeah. You feel for these characters. You love these characters. Um, but again, it's not exactly uh Magnolia with Tom Cruise. By the way, should have gotten an Oscar for that one. He was fantastic, even if you hate the dude, right? Now, Sam Jackson is a regular collaborator with Quentin. So I don't think Quentin Tarantino is shitting on the movies. He is a connoisseur, right? Hello, Frostbite. Cool name, by the way. Chris Evans believes that the characters are what matters. It doesn't really matter so much who's portraying it. And as the lead in several movies, He says that was the beauty of working on Marvel films. You never really had to be front and center, even in your own films sometimes. I mean, the action and all this, right? He echoed Quentin Tarantino's opinion on Marvel films. On a podcast, Tarantino said, part of the marvelization of Hollywood is you have all these actors who have become famous playing these characters, but they're not movie stars. Captain America is the star. Great. And Chris Evans agreed with it, right? Um, you don't get, if you're doing it right, you don't get a lot of nuance, a lot of, Captain America is very, very much fleshed out, right? You don't get to like, well, I'm going to put a different spin on it. No, you don't get to do that because Captain America is Captain fucking America. Now, the reason why Guardians of the Galaxy worked out so well is they're such small, unknown characters, and they're not even the actual characters from the comic book Guardians of the Galaxy for the most part, right? Um, Sam Jackson was a little bit offended. Um, it takes an actor to be those particular characters. And the sign of movie stardom has always been what? Asses in seats? What are we talking about? That's not a big controversy for me to know that. Apparently, these actors are movie stars. Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. You can't refute that. And he's a movie star. Jackson favoring Marvel films and actors is no surprise, as he is part of the franchise. The actor is popularly known for his portrayal of Nick Fury. He has been in 11 films and a TV show, played the character for 15 years. Now, what do you think? I kind of think they're all correct here. I think Sam Jackson's reacting a little bit defensively, and there's no reason to. I like how Chris Evans put it. That's one of the great things about it is, you know, I'm not the movie star. Captain America is. I can see that being kind of a great thing. One, good paycheck. Two, lots of great fun. I mean, I also see why a lot of people wouldn't want that, right? I was surprised to see Johnny Depp taking Pirates of the Caribbean, but as he put it, his kids, big paycheck, and silly fun, and that's great. No harm in that. Uh, Tim Allen, movie career, not so much. I mean, Santa Claus, pretty much it, as far as big stuff. But he's been so good in so many movies that didn't quite take off. Um, but the movie Wild Hogs, fucking fantastic, right? Martin Lawrence is a biker. Uh, John Travolta not being the star, right? Kind of poking fun at himself. And he's been doing really good at not taking himself so seriously. Very endearing. Really love what John Travolta does, except for Hairspray. That remake was trash. But when you go and look at shit, Goodfellas, he passed recently. Very serious actor. He's in Wild Hogs, playing a cartoonish, whiny biker. Jesus, I can't believe I can't think of his name. I'm actually gonna have to look this up. Um, Ray Liotta. Jeez. Like, Ray Liotta is having so much fun in that movie, just being silly and dumb and laughing. Uh, Al Pacino did an Adam Sandler movie. Why? Because it is fun. Everybody loves doing Adam Sandler movies. One, it's a vacation. It's like, oh, we're going to go film in Hawaii. We're going to go film. Yeah, he did that a couple times. We're going to go film in Africa on on a safari. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to go here. We're going to go there. All our friends are going to get together and just have a great time. Everyone loves working on his movies. And everyone knows that it's just silly fun. You get some very serious, talented actors in there doing. Al Pacino and Jack and Jill. Come on. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Marvel movies are the professional wrestling of the theater world. They are the satyr plays of ancient Greece. They are the melodramas of the 1940s. They are vaudeville. They are, you know, they are what they are. Say you don't like them, criticize things about them, absolutely. But I don't think Quentin Tarantino was shitting on people for liking the movies. He was just, eh, I'm a cinema snob and I don't appeal, that doesn't appeal to me. Cool. Anyways, I was aiming at 15 minutes, but this is the rambling Doc J, so not the clear and concise one. Anyways, I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'm gonna toss a few more of these out. Not all of them live, but I'm gonna try to do a long live stream later. Anyways, have a good one, and remember, no matter where you are in life, no matter what happens, as long as you always remember the